Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Wong. I'm a board certified emergency medicine physician and a fellow in anti-aging metabolic functional medicine. And I'm practicing preventative medicine, preventative aesthetics, focusing on your resilience immune system, restoring energy, better intimacy, stronger core, anti-leaking, anti-sagging, to improve your quality of life with optimal health and vitality to the very end. Because as I say, I want to live long and die well. We all have an expiration date. And depending on, when, your genes and your cellular function and your genetics, when that expiration date, um, when that is going to be. I mean, in a split second, things can change. It could be in an accident, something could happen. But um, I want that to live to the fullest, to the fullest, to the very end, right? And lately, I've been getting a lot of questions on this. People want the beach body, they want the six pack, they want to look great, they have a little, they're going on vacation, get the little bit of a belly or little saggy arms or booty sagging, things like this. And there's tools out there. Um, there's the Emsculpt Classic, which is what I have in the office. And there's this Emsculpt Neo. And people are asking me, is it worth it to invest the money in this? They're all expensive. Is it, you know, does it really work? Which one is better? What do I, which candidate am I? Well, obviously you can't have, because it's a magnetic resonancy, so you can't have a pacemaker or any metal around the area that you're being treated. And so there are some restrictions. You want to be pregnant, you want to have a metal IUD, things like that, if you're working down in that area. But let's just focus on the abdomen per se. So the Emsculpt, whether it's Neo or whether it's a Classic, basically the technology is electromagnetic frequency and a low frequency. It's a high energy, high intensity, and it's like a 1 Tesla, the same as a car, the Tesla. It's a gravity force pulling and making your muscles contract. So that force is greater than you could ever make a contraction. So when you're doing this, you're doing about 20,000 contractions in 30 minutes at an intensity greater than you could ever produce, and it causes the muscles to grow and develop, and you have strengthening of the muscles. And the thing that with the Classic, which is one I have, is basically it builds the muscles up, but because of the intensity and the energy, you're going to melt the fat away on the inside, the belly fat. So both of these will do these. Melt the belly fat, make your belly flatter, and make the definition, because they'll melt the fat between the muscles in the abdomen. But the Classic doesn't do anything for the buttery outer coating, the coating on the outside, the extra fat. So if you've got a BMI that's over 30 and you've got that outer coating, and you do the Classic, you're going to get a stronger core. And with the Neo, what they did is they added radio frequency to it. And that radio frequency is just in the pad, in the paddle itself. So in that area. And so that one area, so the same issue that comes up with CoolScope, when you put that pad in CoolScope, which freezes the fat and destroys the fat, I've gotten a lot of patients complaining that they have a lumpy, bumpy abdomen. And so they have to come in here and I smooth it out with the Exilus, which is another device. So the Exilus Ultra 360, and it's a wand that I wave over and pass over the abdomen and smooth those out. So we want to make it nice and even and smooth. So if you have a buttery outer coating, you want to have this wand to even out and smooth and lose the fat permanently by melting it away. I have not tested or worked on the Neo, so I don't know. But I would suspect it would be the same because it's a paddle, and in that one area you're going to have the heat, and it's going to melt it away. Maybe it's a little bit more diffuse because it's heat and not as lumpy, but it's still just the paddle in that one area. So if you're a fairly large person and you have the paddle, you may lose it in that area. So I always say, when you take a device, when you take two devices, which is the Emsculpt Classic and the Exelis Ultra 360, and you combine them to make a new product, the Neo Classic. I'm not sure that Neo Emsculpt Neo, whether that is a big improvement or greater than the two devices that were separate. I think it's better for the practitioner because you just buy one device. I like the ones separate because some people need contouring and skin tightening, and some people just need muscle building. Some people need both. And if you do the Neo, you're going to get the both if you need it. So I don't know if you're a lean person, if you would actually need that. So you want to build the muscles up and you don't want to lose the fat that you have because you need some, and maybe you don't want to lose that. So I think keeping the devices separate is much better. You're going to still need, I think it's 3 or 5 treatments with the Neo, or 4. It's 4 treatments, but they're spread further apart, maybe 5-10 days a week. So it's still 4 weeks, but once a week or so. And then with the Emsculpt, it's twice a week for 2 weeks. And then for the skin tightening and fat melting permanently away, with the Exelis Ultra 360 is once a week. So you would do Monday, you could do both. Then Thursday, you would do the Emsculpt. Then Monday, you would do both. And then Thursday, just do the Emsculpt. And then the next 2 Mondays. So it's still 4 weeks in time, but you can double it up that way. I think it's not just an aesthetic. So if you know me and my program and what I want, my program is about you. It's whatever your body needs and what I find. So I like, in functional medicine, I like to know what's your genetics, what is your ancestral genes, what is your biochemistry, what are your enzymatic pathways, how is your mitochondrial functioning, all of that to summation on what quality of life that you're getting. Now, I can't prevent aging. I would like to slow it down and retard it. And I have many supplements, many things that slow down and retard the aging. But you also have to do the work. You have to have the right lifestyle. And you have the right lifestyle for you. And just knowing in general, keto, paleo, Mediterranean, which one is right, well, we would test, we would figure it out. And when you, knowing which is the right thing for you, the other thing with aging is that we lose muscle mass, we lose collagen. So after the age of 18, we're losing collagen, face is sagging, knees sag, arms sag, everything sags, there's gravity. So the Exelis is my little key that I use. Tighten the skin up, keep that firm, build the collagen up, take collagen, sleep well, eat well, take the aminos, get the collagen, and stimulate the collagen growth. There's many different ways I do that, but one of them is with the Exelis. And then avoid preventing surgery. I don't want to disrupt the body and have complications and healing issues and all of that. I'd rather have the body just be natural but keep it as youthful as can be. I want my biological age to be younger than my chronological age. So tighten it up with the Exelis, and you can do that through the whole body and even vaginally. And when you do that, you also, if you have any leakage or stress incontinence, when you cough or sneeze, you leak urine, it helps with that. It increases blood flow, helps with postmenopausal dryness. And then Um, the other thing with aging is that we lose muscle mass. So after the age of 30 is when you start losing your muscle mass. So you want to build it up. So if you're not doing your Pilates or your um, uh, yoga and strength training, anything to build your muscles up or to maintain it, um, Emsculpt is the perfect thing to build it back up. So if you're already 65 and you've lost 15% of your muscle mass, you want to build it back up, and you can do it efficiently. And if you're 70, 80, 90, I have a 90-year-old comes in playing golf, full of vitality, golfing, tap dancing, doing all of these things. Um, if you want to maintain vitality and you need the core strength, you don't want to lose that core strength, because when you lose the core strength, you're going to have a fall, a mishap, and the core strength starts from the pelvis. So I have another device called the Emsculpt, which is not what we're talking today, but really it also helps the pelvis. And I just had a woman that said that she had a little bit of heels, a little wedge, not too big, but when she wore them, she felt very unstable. Once we improved the core stability and the strength, she wore those and she said, I'm steady. Same with the 90-year-old. She said her gait is more steady. You need that core strength. So the Emsculpt to me is not just about aesthetics and what the abs look like. So even if you have a BMI of 30 and you have the buttery outer coating, but if you have a weak core and you have a achy back, just doing the Emsculpt Classic itself is going to improve your core strength and increase your metabolism, make you sleep better. It will help you lose some of that fat when you do the diet and the exercise, and improve decreased back pain. So, and then we could use the Xless to melt that. So I still think doing the Emsculpt Classic with the Xless is superior than just doing the Neo, Emsculpt Neo, which is the two combined, and could be, I think, maybe not beneficial for those people who are lean, where they want to keep some of their mass, some of the subcutaneous fat that they have, which they have minimal. You want to keep that, but you want the strength. So I use the Emsculpt as part of my longevity program to make sure that you have a good core strength. And the other thing is that, let's say you had surgery, you are recovering from something, you don't have the energy, you don't have the capacity, you just don't have it. How much easier is it than just laying there for 30 minutes in a private room, no one else, safe from all other respiratory viruses, not just COVID, but anything, and not in a room full of heavy breathing people, and you just did a workout better than that they did in 30 minutes, and you don't get the pain that you have with accumulation with lactic acid, because this dissipates the lactic acid, and you feel great. You get up, you feel like you were worked, that you don't have the pain and discomfort, and you feel stronger, and you get a leaner body. So come to the medical gym and have a private session, and work out and treat yourself and live long and have vitality to the end, because it's all about the core strength. So if you're not maintaining it and you've already lost that 15%, let's gain it back. And you can, once you've gained it back, then you can utilize it and go to a personal trainer or go to the Pilates or do yoga and things like that. So when people ask me, do I think it's a value? Do I think it works? 100% it works. Are the outcomes the same for everyone? No, because everyone's biochemistry is different, their lifestyle is different, their commitment is different. Depends. You still have the diet. You have to eat the right diet, do the right exercise. But do you benefit from it? Absolutely. Is it worth the investment? Absolutely, 100%. So I hope that that is useful, and I will talk maybe next time about Emsculpt, because I haven't talked about that lately, and the other benefits. But I just wanted to clear the air because so many people have been asking me, should I do the Neo? Should I do the Emsculpt? Should I even do it? Maybe just do Pilates, maybe just a personal trainer. All of that, I can evaluate that with you and we can come up with a plan if you need some help. So I hope you find this information useful. If you like it, share it, pass it along. If you have any interest in hearing any topics, let me know. As always, consult your doctors if you make any changes, and I'm happy to collaborate with your doctor as a subspecialist in optimizing your health. And you can reach me by my website, anitawangmd.com or 949-734-0580, and leave a detailed message. And I give you a complimentary discovery call so we can discuss your issues. And till next time, be safe and be well.